So, thank you very much for joining. And all of you may be knowing today's topic. It's a very special topic today, which all of you might have been waiting for to listen with inquisitiveness since a long period of time. And the most important part of students' life, which is time management. So I am very honored and privileged today because we have a very special guest who will be giving lecture today, and his name is Mr. Upendra Baliga. Do we have Upendra sir? Sir, welcome. Good evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining. It was a weekday today, and sir has accepted my proposal of asking him to give a lecture. So thank you very much. So let me give a quick introduction about our esteemed speaker today. So his full name is Upendra Baliga, and he was born in Mangalore city in Karnataka. All of you know Mangalore, not Bangalore, Mangaluru.
Yes, sir.
And he was a very profound scholarly kind of person he has wisdom, intellectual since his school days. So he got 93% in his 10th standard, 95.45% in his 12th standard, and very good thing that he was my classmate. You can say he was my engineering mate. He did mechanical engineering in the same college where which is PS University in Bangalore. So we both of us, we passed out in 2014 batch. He did his mechanical engineering, I did my electrical engineering. So we both are from the same batch. And he's a gold medalist. He scored 9.3 CGPA in his final year of engineering. So really a unique experience we will be having today. Then happened to work in companies like ABB in Bangalore. ABB is a electrical company. Later, he also was a faculty in chemistry for IIT JEE mains and NEET in Jain College. That was the same college where both of us used to work there in 2016. And he has a very good experience in giving seminars on Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, personality development, soft skills. And he has a very good experience in giving these lectures in very profound colleges of Bangalore, like PES University, RV College, Indian Institute of Science. So right now, he has completed his MBA, Master of Business Administration, from Somaya College. It is in Bombay, very famous college in India. And he is in last days of his MBA course. And right now, he is working in a management company. All of you know Infosys, right? He is working as a consultant for international banks in Infosys in Bombay. So there is a long list of introduction which I can give about Upendra sir. So I don't want to waste much of your time. Let us hear from him now, because we get to know about a person only when he speaks. So up to you, Upendra sir. Thank you for joining. And please inspire all our children. These are students from Sri Chaitanya School, JP Nagar, Sri Chaitanya School, Electronic City, and Narayana School, Nagarbavi, and many other students from different schools have joined today. So I heartily welcome you to our forum. This is called Value Education Forum. Please.
Thank you, Manish sir. It was really a pleasure for me After a long time, I'm actually giving a seminar like this, although I used to give a lot of seminars before. But as we'll be discussing about time today, depending upon what activity you're doing, which phase of your life you are in, depending upon that, time actually gives us opportunity to do things and not do things. So finally, thanks to you, I got an opportunity to give time on time management today. But before we begin, I'll be coming back to Manish sir and my experiences with him mostly at the end of the session once I'm done. But before we begin, I would like to thank you and congratulate you first of all that you have got a teacher like Manish sir, because I stayed with him. Literally, we are college mates, and for a good part of engineering, we were staying in the same building, right? In the same, we're like flatmates. So I got to observe him very carefully, and I can say you are very fortunate to have him as your teacher. And as sir was mentioning, so many participants from all over Bangalore. So I think the last time I was in Bangalore was in April, May, and now the next time I'm in Bangalore is in front of you, because literally whole Bangalore is in front of me right now. Different parts of Bangalore, all schools, school students. Okay, so sir has been mentioning that many of you are from multiple classes. Some of you are from 7, 8, anyone from 10 standard here? There is a raise hand option in the Zoom. You can raise your hand. Okay, we have 1, 2. Okay, 2 are from 10 standard. So especially thank you very much, because 10 standard, as we know, is a turning point of life. I'm sure enough teachers and parents have given you that lecture. So I will make sure that every minute that you're giving now is adding value to you. And of course, everyone else who has joined, your time is also valuable. And that is what we will be discussing today. So I want to share my screen. Manish sir, can you give me sharing rights? One more thing. This session is going to be interactive. Okay, so you'll also be interacting. You can unmute and speak. If your camera is on or off, doesn't matter, because I'll be sharing the screen, so I'll not be able to see the faces. But I would definitely like to hear some of the answers from you. Is that fine?
Yes, sir. Fine.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Who was that? Who said yes, sir?
Sir, H.J. Harshavardhan Reddy from 7th Sri Chaitanya
Okay.
Techno School.
Acha, Harsha. Okay. Who else? Let me hear some names.
Hem, sir, from Sri Chaitanya.
Okay. What's your name?
Hem, sir, 10.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Masid.
Sir, Harsha, sir.
Harsha. Okay. Anyone else?
Sir Shashik from 7th C4 IPL. Sri
Shashi.
Chaitanya.
Shashi. Welcome, Shashi. Anyone else?
Samarth from C4 IPL. Sri
Okay.
Chaitanya.
Okay. Okay.
Sir Ankit from C4 IPL,
Great.
7th, Sri Chaitanya.
Welcome.
From C1 IPL 10th standard Chaitanya JP Nagar.
Great. Welcome. Okay. We'll stop here. I don't want to take your attendance. I think Manish sir will do that. So I was taking attendance when I was a teacher with him, but now I don't take attendances. Okay. So let's get into the main part of the discussion. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can.
Yes, sir.
Have any of you attended a seminar on time management before?
No, sir.
Sir.
Okay, no one. Okay.
Yes,
This is
sir.
the first. Okay, there is someone called yes. Anyone said yes?
Yes, sir.
Who was that?
Sir Shashik, C4
Shashi.
IPL.
Okay. One session. How many sessions have you attended on time management before?
Sir, once, sir.
One, sir. Okay. So the first thing I want to tell you about time management. But before that, I want to do one more important thing about which I will explain in the end of the session. Okay. Just if possible, if you know this mantra, you can repeat after me, or you can just fold your hands and just pray. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Yeah. So the first thing I want to tell you about time management is we cannot manage time. You may be wondering, sir, we came to manage time and you're telling me we cannot manage time. So session over then, right? Zoom meeting, leave meeting. No, please don't leave the meeting. What I'm actually trying to tell is this word time management itself is a misnomer. Misnomer means it doesn't make sense, because we can manage something when we can control it. Can we control time? Can you stop time from going?
No, sir, we can't stop time.
No,
Time is out of our hands.
Exactly. Can we stop the sun
Keeps on
from rising?
marching.
Can we stop the sun from rising?
No.
Tomorrow
sir.
morning
sir.
sun will not rise. Or can you stop the sun from setting?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Natural
but-
process.
But what if I break my watch? I'll stop the time, na?
No, you'll just break the watch. The time will keep on moving.
I will break my watch, but the time will keep on moving. Exactly. That is the point. So first thing we have to understand is we are not in control of time. Rather, time is controlling us. Now, how do you understand this time is controlling us? When the sun rises, what do?
We wake up.
So we wake up.
We wake up. When the time is 9 o'clock, what do? We run towards school, right?
Yes, sir.
We run
Yes,
towards.
sir.
Yes. And we have 8-9 periods in a day, 45 minutes, 1 hour, depending upon your schools and colleges and their specific policies. And then 12 o'clock is a lunch break. We have our lunch.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the middle of the class, at 11 o'clock, teacher is explaining something on the board. Can you open your lunch box and have your lunch?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, what will teacher say?
Why are you eating now?
When should you
Close
eat?
the lunchbox.
Lunch
Ah.
break.
Close the lunch box. You should eat in the lunch break. But if you tell, ma'am, I'm hungry, what she will tell? No, wait till lunchtime or go out of the class.
Get out.
Correct? So one more important aspect, how time controls us. Have you seen your photo as a boy, small kid, boy and girl?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Sir,
Right? When you're small, very 2-3 years old,
Yes, sir.
wearing diaper
Yes,
and
sir.
running here there. And if you see yourself on the mirror today, are both exact same faces?
no, sir, they're completely different.
No,
Same
sir.
No, sir.
exact same body, same size, same height.
No, sir.
No, it is evolved.
No, sir.
The body has grown. That is another powerful impact of time. Right? Whether you want to grow or not, you will anyway grow. So this is how time manages us. So time not only manages us on every second, every minute of our life, but for our whole life. Like this man, see, his legs are tied to the clock. Even if he doesn't want to, but time will drag us. Right? So now the question
Yes, sir.
comes. The question comes, if we cannot manage time, if time is managing us, what can we do? Now, look at this image here on the screen. How many of you have gone to, how many of you have not gone to beach in your life? Raise your hands. Let me see a raise of hand. Okay, Bhaveshri. Everyone else has gone to be okay. No, she.
Yes, sir.
told her. Okay, so everyone knows what it means to have bath in ocean. I think Bhaveshri has not gone. Bhaveshri, have you gone to any water park, Wonderla?
Yes, sir.
So there, if you see, let me share the screen again. Thank you, Bhaveshri. You can put your hands down. What is the difference between these two images? Can you tell me?
Sir, one is riding the wave, one is getting hit by the wave.
Very, very important. So this last month, I had gone home for the vacation, and my family took me to Goa for there are some temples in Goa. Of course, people go to Goa for other reasons, but actually my family took me to visit some temples. On the way, there was a beach, and it was evening time. So they said, let's go for bathing in the beach. So I changed my clothes to whatever swimwear, went to the ocean, I went to the beach. I was standing near the coast, and the water would come and hit me in the face, like this person in the left. And I was really getting angry. The water is coming and hitting you on the face, throwing you off. I'm just standing peacefully. The waves come and hit you. Then my brother said, in Goa, actually, the coast is very steep. This is very long. You can keep walking in the water till the neck. You'll not sink. So we kept walking, kept walking. After a certain point, I reached a spot where waves are forming. Wave is just starting to form. There I was not getting hit by wave. I was just coasting in the wave, or as this person is doing, surfing in the wave. Are you able to understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you're standing just at the coast, you're getting hit by the water. But if you go little further in water, where the wave is just forming, it gives you very nice experience. You flow with the wave, or you surf with the wave, as this person is doing in the right image. Exactly
Yes, sir.
similar is time. If you are proactive matlab you do things on time. If you are proactive, you surf with the wave. You surf with the time. If you postpone, if you neglect time, if you, as they say in English, right? If someone is doing time pass in West, time pass is also called as killing time. I don't know if you've heard this. If someone is about to catch a train and the train gets delayed by 1 hour, then people say sometimes we have 1 hour to kill.
Yes. sir.
One hour to pass time. Time pass. So if you kill time, then time will kill you. So if you waste time, if you neglect the opportunity that you have, then finally time comes and hits you like a wave, and then you cannot do anything. You're just, like this person, completely now he can't do anything. He's helpless. Whereas if you're proactive, if you are managing, if you're disciplined, if you're managing your time in advance, then you can surf with the wave, you can surf with the time. That's why you might have heard this saying, time and tide waits for no man. Have you heard it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is the meaning of that sentence. Time and tide. So time is very similar to tide. It will not wait for anyone. It will not see who you are. Just imagine, now I have done my MBA. Let me take one name. Which name should I take? Bhavyashri? Bhavyashri, right? That's her name. Let's see who's there. Aravind, not Aravind.
Yes, sir.
Bhavyashri is here. So Bhavyashri,
Yes, sir.
if you're standing in the coast,
Yes, sir.
if I am also standing on the same coast,
Yes, sir.
just because you are in which standard?
7th standard.
7th standard, and I have done my MBA. Will the
Yes.
ocean water treat us differently?
No, sir.
Yeah. Will it hit me and not hit you?
No, sir.
No. Ocean water is impartial. Whoever you are, whatever is your education, wherever you are working, I cannot say, hey, I'm working in Infosys, hey, I'm working in Oracle. You cannot hit me. Tide will not look at anyone. It will come and hit you and take you inside also. That's why same is with time also. There are so many big companies. Have you heard of Nokia?
Yes, sir.
What
Yes.
is that?
It was a cell phone
Sir,
company. back
smartphone
in
company.
the 2000s.
Someone just said it was a cell phone company. It is there even today, but at that time in 2000s, it was everywhere. I don't know about you. I think you were very small that time. I was like you in 2000s. So I had a small Nokia phone, right? And even internet was so expensive back then. To download one ringtone of what 250 KB, I would have to spend 15 rupees and wait for 45 minutes to download. Right? Today I was seeing my brother, he's downloading a movie for 1.5 GB in 6 minutes. And there also he's saying, Shah, internet is slow. I said, slow. I wish to wait for 45 minutes for a 20 seconds ringtone in my school days. Right? So Nokia was a company. What happened to Nokia? Why is it not there today? Anybody
So
know?
the
It forgot.
business went down.
Sir, other mobiles are coming up which are better.
When
The
smartphone,
competition
iPhone,
rises.
competition came, and smartphone came, and Android came, and Apple came, they thought, "Arey, our mobile, no one will come leave. Everyone will buy our phone. We are the best. We have the biggest market share. Our mobile phone, even if you throw from the sky, it will not break. Earth will break, but mobile phone will not break." All those kind of misconceptions they had. Time was there. They didn't learn their lesson, and today Nokia is history. Right. So similarly, I can give you many examples like this. And if you don't value time properly, if you kill time, time will kill you. That's why it's very important that we always try to be the guy who's surfing the time and not getting hit
This
by
is
that.
because of modernization, sir.
What modernization?
Like uh, the world has become modern type, and so many new technologies are arrived.
Correct. So that's when Nokia went out of business. That's what you're saying?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So
correct, correct.
new mobile phone came, and old one has vanished.
Exactly. Just imagine in your school also, if you remember, before COVID, in your schools when you used to go before 2020, if you carry phone with you, phone is allowed in your classes, colleges, schools?
No,
Yes,
no,
sir.
no phone.
So in some of your cases, it may be allowed, but if the mobile phone rings in the class, what would teacher do? Confiscate.
Snatch.
Snatch, call parents. So your son or your daughter has brought phone to the college and everything. But what happened during 2020? College was inside mobile phone. Right? People are using mobile phone for studying or Zoom,
Virtual
laptop,
mode.
virtual college,
Virtual
virtual
mode.
school. Exactly. So we should learn to adjust with the time. If we don't learn to adjust with time, then we'll become history, just like Nokia. Please remember that example, Nokia example. Okay. Now, whenever you want to manage something, first you should know its value. Only then you will manage it. Okay. What are the different things you manage in your life? Can you tell me, you or your parents or anyone? What all have you seen people managing?
Sir, bank accounts.
Bank account people manage. Why? What is there in bank account?
Sir, money, sir.
But tell me something.
Sir,
Tell me
sir,
something. I'm
the
sorry.
best answer could be time management.
Okay. Any other management? Anyway, we'll talk about time. No problem. I want to take some many other examples. What?
Marks management.
Sorry.
Marks management. Like which question you have to attempt first in your exam.
Yes.
And which question you can attempt at the last.
Yes. Marks management is one. Bank account management, because money is there. Have you ever heard or seen people doing water management?
Yes.
We heard about
Yes, sir.
water management in
Saving
rural
water.
villages with the scarcity of water.
Saving water, because water is valuable. Although water is very abundant, but it is valuable.
Because we're already facing the scarcity of it in some areas.
Exactly. So anything.
What about time management, sir?
Time management is coming now. Just like money has to be managed, marks have to be managed, water has to be managed, time also has to be managed. Do you have unlimited amount of time in a day?
No, sir. Only have 24 hours.
How many hours in a day?
24 hours.
How many minutes in a day?
Excuse me?
How many minutes in a day?
Minutes.
3,600 times 24.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry, that's seconds. Sorry, 60 times.
60 into 24, 1440.
Yeah, 1,440. Yeah.
Exactly. That many minutes. It's fixed for you. Now you have to understand how valuable it is for you. Now, how many of you here are have heard of Avengers?
Yes, sir, heard of it.
Heard of it. Anyone watched movies?
Sir, I
every
watched
time.
one movie.
Sir, every time.
All movies. Okay. Some have watched all the movies. Endgame. What is that? Infinity War. Some of my friends were talking about it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, recently, a friend of mine, he showed me a clip from the movie. I want to share the same with you. Shall I share?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just give me a minute. I don't know if audio sharing is proper. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me a minute. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Can you hear?
Yes.
All of you are able to hear the scene of the video?
No, sir.
No, sir. It's too low.
Okay, hold on.
PPT is visible. The video is not visible.
Oh, really? I'm so sorry. Now Can you see the YouTube screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Please tell me if you can hear the audio.
Okay, sir.
It's too low, sir.
Yes, sir.
Volume.
Sir, we can hear it, sir, but volume is less.
I don't know where exactly is the.
Sir, there'll be an option over there at the top, sir, view options. In that, there'll be an option of sharing audio.
Share sound. Got it.
यही सोचा कि मेरे पापा ने जो किया वो
Yes, sir. Now we can hear it.
Okay.
We can
Now
hear.
I want you to pay attention to what he's saying. Okay.
Yes, sir.
मेरे बाबूजी के तो जुबान से ज्यादा हाथ चलते थे। मुझे लगता था मेरे पापा बहुत सख्त थे, लेकिन अब पीछे देखता हूँ तो सब अच्छी बातें याद आती हैं। हाँ, कभी-कभी सॉलिड ज्ञान देते थे। अच्छा, तो क्या कहते? दुनिया की सारी दौलत मिलाकर भी एक पल नहीं खरीद सकते।
Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Anyone not understanding Hindi here who could not understand what was just said by? Okay, one person, Harsha. Okay, 1, 2. Anyone else who didn't understand what was told? Please raise your hands. I'll explain it. 3. Okay, 3 of you didn't understand. It's okay. Now I'll explain. So let me play it again.
तो क्या कहते? दुनिया की सारी दौलत मिलाकर भी एक पल नहीं खरीद सकते।
So what is he saying here? Even if you spend all the wealth of this world, you cannot buy a single second. So दुनिया की सारी दौलत बेचकर भी एक पल नहीं खरीद सकते. You can sell all the wealth of this world, but you cannot get a single moment back. Right? And interestingly, this is exactly what was told by Chanakya. You know, have you heard of Chanakya? Chanakya Niti? Kautilya?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what was he saying? Ayusha kshana ekopi na labhya swarna kotibhi na chen iraharthakam niti kacha hanis tatodikah. What is the translation? Even a moment of one's lifetime cannot be returned in exchange for millions of dollars, or in this case, gold coins. Therefore, one should consider how much loss one suffers if he wastes even a moment of his life for nothing. So next time someone tells you, "Chal, let's do time pass. Chal, let's do something you feel is not right." Right? So I'm not saying don't spend time with friends. I'm not saying always be serious, always be strict, always measure time. Time is valuable. No. You can hang out with your friends. You can talk to people. You can go out with your family to function, family, relatives, and for family functions. No doubt about it. But don't unnecessarily, what is told here, waste even a moment for nothing. Uselessly wasting time out of laziness. That is something you have to be very, very careful about. Because once the moment is gone, like today, what's the time? What's the date today?
10th November 2022.
10th November 2022, 7:35, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. See, the time is running. I cannot stop it. I'm having a watch, a digital watch in my hand. 20, 21, 22. So many crores of rupees I'm losing. Because according to this verse, every moment is more important than all the wealth of this world, millions of dollars. So that moment cannot be got back. So what you should do is value every minute of it, every second of it. Right? See, there may be times in your life where things are not that great. Right? Your health may not be good, or people may not be nicely talking to you. You wanted to get some marks, some gift. You wanted to buy some watch, some phone, or win some prize in the sports, but it didn't happen. So sometimes you may be a little low. You may feel, "Arey, what is happening? I'm not happy." So always remember, one bad thing about good time is that it ends. One good thing about bad time is that it ends. So nothing is permanent in this world. If you remember, MDH masale?
Yes, sir.
There was an old man with there were a lot of ads coming. He left his body last year. but there was a very big MDH masala company, chana masala, chaat masala, etc. So this old person, one old man, he would actually be a thela, on the roadside they sell pani puri types. He was actually selling that, but eventually he became the most richest person with respect to masala making in the whole of India. So similarly, we have example of what is his name? Adani. Today, all of us are getting electricity. Many of us in Bombay, we are getting electricity because of Adani Powers. Have you heard of Adani? Gautam Adani?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second richest man in the whole world. Recently, he became second richest man.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So at one point,
NDTV news channel owner.
yes, NDTV. So at one point of time, he didn't have money to eat food. And today he's giving job to so many people, feeding so many families. Why? Because time changed. So today you may be a loser. Actually, no one is a loser, but even if someone calls you a loser, or even if you feel, Arey, I'm not getting good marks, Arey, I don't have much money, I'm having the same old phone. So many of my friends are having such amazing phones, or TV, or car, or whatever. But remember, one of the most important thing that you have is time. So please first understand the value of that time. Only then you can manage. So now from this point onwards, we will begin tips on time management. So before you manage anything, first thing you need to do is measure it. Correct? That time we gave example of some measurements, right? What are the different measurements? We manage bank account. We manage water. What else do we manage? We manage marks. Correct? So what do we use to measure water? There is a water meter in the house based on which you get your monthly bill. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
How do you measure your bank account?
Money. How much money you have in it?
How do you check that?
By checking how much money you have in your account.
Exactly. That is through net banking or passbook. Go to bank, give the passbook, they'll print the passbook and give you. And how do you manage marks?
By if a question has more marks, you attempt that question.
And once you have written the paper, you get your report card. Correct? So for water, we have water meter. For bank account, we have passbook. And for your marks, we have scorecard, marks card. So similarly, how do you know how have you measured your time? Any marks card, any meter on your head?
No.
No.
Your watch.
Timetable.
Watch. If you have made a timetable, then you can measure.
Yes, yes.
If you have not made a timetable, then you cannot measure only. Right? See, how many of you get pocket money here?
Nope, sir.
No pocket money. Good, good. You'll learn the value of money nicely. Anyone, anytime in your life, parents gave you some money, 200 rupees, 100 rupees, or something? Anyone here? Okay. We have some people here. Ankit.
Sir?
Your parents gave you money, right, for picnic?
So not for picnic, but in a week, if I complete my boxes and if I am good, like I study well, then they give me 200 or 500, like in 2 weeks or something.
In 2 weeks, okay. And then afterwards, do they ask you, where did you spend? What did you buy?
No, sir, they don't allow me to spend. I just save it in my piggy bank.
Exactly. So that's why, even if you spend it, say if my mother would give me 100 rupees, I go out, I do some purchasing, I buy some chocolate or whatever. Then she'll come and ask, what did you buy? Where is the remaining amount? Where is the remaining money? So you're very, very careful. So similarly, with your time also, first thing you need to do is ask yourself from time to time, how did I spend my day today? You have your dinner, right? Every night you have your dinner?
Yes, sir.
Then maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock you go to sleep?
Sir, I go before 9:30 and I'll go by like 8:30.
Wonderful. So not only Ankit, all of you, 8:30, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Just before you go to sleep, you have to ask yourself, how did I spend my day? Right?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes when you do some survey, or say after ordering some food from Zomato, or after watching some series or whatever, you get option rate your experience. Have you any one of you done that? Rate your experience? Yeah.
Only sometimes.
Sometimes. So
Sir,
similarly,
we will
every
also
day
get it on YouTube.
on YouTube also there will be option to rate. Similarly, every day you should rate your day. Out of 5, how was my today's day? 3, 2. I wasted a lot of time. I'll give 1. Today I worked very hard. I'll give you myself 4.5. So like that, you have to measure your time every day, because only what you measure can you manage. If you cannot measure something, you cannot manage it. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Second, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. What does this mean? Is not only you should every evening ask yourself how I have spent my day, you should also plan how will I spend my day tomorrow. And how to do that, I'll come to that. That is one of the tips that is coming forward. But very, very important for us to understand that you have to make sure that you plan your day nicely. Right? And in case you don't plan, if you're just going ahead with whatever time is giving you, then you become like that person who's standing at the coast. The wave will come and hit, and you don't even know what happened, how time passed, or how what came and hit us. That is why it's very, very important that you plan your day, because if you don't plan your day, then you just carry on other people's plan. If someone asks you, what's the plan for the day? And if you say, I don't know, then they will tell, okay, let's come with me, let's do some time pass. Okay, come with me, let's go here, let's go there. And like this, time will get wasted. See, right now, all of you are very fortunate, because your time is controlled by not you, but by your parents and teachers, correct?
Yes, sir.
Who
Yes.
makes the school timetable? You make or teachers make?
Teachers make.
Teachers make.
What time you get up, what time you sleep, who decides? You or parents?
Parents.
Parents as well as ourselves.
So
in order to
it's
get ready.
very, very important that you please respect it. Because once you finish your 10th, 11th and 12th PUC, and then you go to different parts of India, different parts of Karnataka for your engineering, medical, whatever, that time you are on your own. You have to manage your own time. Yes, college will have its timetable. That is from morning 9 to evening 4 o'clock or whatever. After that, you're free. Before that, you're free. And many of my, it is actually a trend. When I was in hostel, even Manish sir was in hostel for, I think, 2 years in engineering. The kind of schedules, the kind of time which students should manage was crazy. Now, I used to get up in the morning at 4 o'clock. So one day in hostel, I got up in my room, in my PG, I got up where I was staying in engineering college. And I was going towards bathroom to have bath. One of my friends who would never get up in the morning was coming from bathroom. I asked him, Arey, you got up early today? What happened? He said, no, I'm not got up. I'm going to sleep now. So I was getting up. He was washing his face and whatever. He was going to washroom and then he was going to sleep at 4 o'clock. So why? Because there is no parents to control us. So that is why whatever training your parents are giving now, whatever rules, regulations which your teachers are putting on you, happily accept it. Because in the future, it is going to pay off. It is going to help you. In Kannada, we are saying, right? Gedavagi baggadu, maravagi baggite. So all of your gidas right now. Right? And the 10th standard students are almost mara. So if you properly manage, if you properly have learned what parents have taught you and don't get distracted, then in the future, you will actually have amazing time. Like right now, 4 years I was in engineering. I was alone. In the sense, I was away from home. Then 6 years, I was working here, there, everywhere in Baroda and then in Bangalore and other places. Again, on my own. Parents are in Bangalore. I'm here in Bangalore and Baroda and God knows where else. And now currently I'm in Bombay. Right? And the schedules are really easy. So if you don't know how to manage time, if you don't know how to plan your time nicely, then you'll be frustrated in life. You'll have money, you'll have freedom, but you don't know how to use that freedom. So it is very important that you learn from now only how to plan your time. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If anyone of you have any questions, please keep it till the end. I'll just finish this in next 10 minutes and then we can have question answers. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. What is the first tip? What was the first tip of time management?
Sir, how to measure the time?
Measure before you manage. What is the second tip?
If you plan to
Plan.
fail to plan, then you plan to fail.
By default, you're actually trying to fail only. Next. Be kind to yourself. Have you heard be kind to others? In English, many times teachers have taught us.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Be
sir.
kind to others. Yeah. Sometimes you have to be kind to yourself also. What does this mean? In the name of studies, so we should not only study, and study. We will get frustrated. So sometimes we need to play. Sometimes we need to study, work. So have you heard this sentence? Work while you work, play while you play. Sorry, all work but no play makes Jack a dull boy. Have you heard this sentence in English?
Yes, sir.
If
Like
you
in
only
repeat,
work.
sir. What is the sentence?
The sentence is all work with no play makes Jack a dull boy. This is a saying, which means you should not only work, you should play also. So what I'm telling here is balance your time. See, 10th standard students, it is very important that you work hard nicely. I'm sure immediately after your 10th standard exam, you'll have 3 months of amazing vacation, right? With interest, you enjoy, you play, no problem. But right now, in 24 hours, apart from 6 hours of sleep, a big chunk of your time should go in studies. And in between 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you can play. And by play, I don't mean Candy Crush and what PUBG, those games. By play actually means some physical activity. You can do some yoga if you want. You can go for jogging if you want. So make sure you have a proper balance. And others, those who are in 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, they should be very, very clear that whatever schedule parents are giving, whatever the timetable teachers are giving, you follow that nicely. Because in school you have PT period, right? Games
No,
period.
sir.
No games period in schools?
For
Every-
10th, it's not there because we're having phase revision for Sri Chaitanya, preparing for 10th board exam.
Exactly. But what about 7th, 8th, and 9th? You have games period in the class?
Sir, we rarely get, sir, in Sri Chaitanya.
Yes, sir.
Oh. But after the school you play?
Sir, we get PTs.
Sometimes yes, sometimes.
Okay, okay. So try to play as much as possible, because I remember in my school days, I used to play so much basketball, hand tennis. I don't know if it is there in your generation now. With hand, we would play tennis. There is a Costco ball, and then with that, you would
So
play
table tennis.
table tennis. Yeah, that was our own invention, new invention, hand tennis. We had created new game. So football, cricket, don't just watch cricket. I remember today many of my friends were crazy. India, England, India, England. And finally, I think we lost. India lost. Many of them were sad and everything. So I used to tell them, don't just watch others playing. You go and play, na? Then there is some fun in it. So I'm not saying play video games. It's very easy, and actually it is not good for our mind also. Go out and make physical games. Either you can do yoga, or you can go for jogging, or you play these games. Basketball, cricket, football, etc. Okay, so be kind to yourself, right? So don't just overload yourself with too much work. Right now, thanks to your parents and teachers who are already taking care of your timings, timetable, and everything. But eventually, please remember this, as you get into 11th standard, 12th, those are 10th standard right now, 11th and 12th, and then engineering. It's very important that you learn to balance, because in the long run, if you don't balance, then our health will get spoiled, our sleep cycle will get spoiled, our habits will get spoiled. It's very important that you balance your work and your play. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the first tip?
How to measure?
Measuring times.
First you should manage. So
Yeah.
first you should measure, then you can manage. Second tip?
Sir, if you plan to
If you
fail,
fail to plan, then you plan to fail.
plan to fail.
You should make sure that you always plan. Third?
Be kind to yourself.
Which means balance your time and work and play. Next tip.
Implemented.
This is, I'm sorry.
To implement the plan?
How to implement the plan? That's what you're asking?
It's like you asked the next step, no? So
Next step is this. This is the implementation of plan. It is called time blocking. So how to measure time, how to plan, how to balance, all of this comes in this. So this is a piece of paper. And if you see here, morning, afternoon, evening. What do we do at night? Most of us?
Sleep.
What about 10th standard students? What time you go to sleep?
10:30, sir.
10:30
10:30.
usually.
Okay. So because many of my friends, they study till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
I stayed up till 12:21 night.
Yeah. So see, that depends upon person to person. Some people become active at night. Some people are active in the morning. So there I'm not saying which is good and which is bad. General parlance or general idea is early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, wise. But many people say, sir, I cannot get up in the morning. I cannot study in the morning. Night time, I'm okay. Whatever is comfortable for you, you do that. So for all those who are in 7th, 8th, and 9th, your morning, your afternoon, your evening. Right? See, morning from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. That's a normal class time, school timing, right?
Yeah, sir.
After that, you have tuitions, extra classes, anything?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So that is the evening time. So morning, if you get up at say 6 o'clock, anybody gets up before 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Anyone gets up at 6 o'clock?
5:50, 5:45 around.
5:45. Anyone who gets
Yes,
up
sir.
at 6 o'clock?
Me, sir.
Me, sir.
Sir, I do.
Okay. Many are there. Okay, many are there. So 6 o'clock. School, what time the school starts? 9?
8:30.
8:30. So 6
Sir,
to
8.
7:45.
7:45.
7:45. So, but you have to go to school also, na, in bus or walking or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
6 to 7, 1 hour you have. In that 1 hour, you have to get up, brush your teeth. All of you have bath every day, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because that also will happen. In hostels, many of my friends, they don't have bath for weeks together. Right.
So may I know why, sir? Like why sometimes they do that?
They do. You don't understand now. The reason is they feel now I'm free. 50% is because of Bollywood and this movies, film industry. They show, oh, hostel life is fun. Hostel life means not having bath. Hostel life means getting up late.
That's actually bad. They should take bath.
Yes, we should take bath. But bad association. If you're not careful in whom you're associating with, eventually you also become bad. Right? If you do you know Ujala? Your mother uses Ujala, the
Yes, sir.
blue color liquid to make your white clothes whiter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Detergent, yes.
Detergent. When she puts one drop of that blue color in a big bucket of water, what happens?
It is able to clean most of their clothes. Like all the dirt is gone. Most of
All the dirt is gone. But what happens to water?
water gets dirty.
Water becomes full. Similarly, one bad friend in your life can make your whole life dirty. One bad friend, just one bad friend. So, morning, getting up, having bath, have your. How many do you do worship in the morning? Pray?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, good, very good. So you get up, have bath, you do your prayer, and then wear fresh clothes. Anyone studies before going to school?
No,
Yesterday's.
sir.
Okay. But we have very less time, na? 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, 1 hour only. So have bath and then get up and then go to school. In school, you have anyway fixed timetable. One first period,
Yeah.
second period, third period, and
Yes,
fourth
sir.
period.
Yeah, sir.
So after coming from school, in the evening, you have some time. I think your parents make sure that you study during this time, homework and everything.
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So see, you don't have to do anything. Your parents are doing everything for you. Correct?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
So after this class is over, you should go to your parents and tell them, thank you very much. Is that okay?
Sure,
Yes, sir.
Make sure every one of you, and you should tell to Manish sir also. Thank you very much, because he's representing all the teachers. So teachers and parents are taking care. This whole thing, your parents are taking care right now. But eventually, again, I'm telling you, time and tides wait for no man. You will not remain in 7th, 8th standard forever. Anyone wants to stay in 7th only, 8th only, 9th only forever?
No, sir.
Even if you want to, you cannot, because you'll pass. And of course, you pass with good marks. Then you'll come to 10th standard. Then you'll come to 11th standard, 12th standard. Then you go to engineering, doctor, CA, astronaut, God knows what else. At that time, please remember this time blocking. You have some time with you, mornings, afternoon, evening, and night. Properly plan it. I use this plan for myself. And last tip. Okay, what is the first tip?
How to measure time?
How to measure time.
Second,
If you plan to fail, you fail to plan.
no, you don't plan to fail. If you fail to plan,
Yeah, sir.
then you plan to fail. Okay. Third,
Then be kind to yourself.
which means balance nicely. Fourth,
Time blocking.
how
Yes,
to block your time. Okay. Next,
Okay, but
tip number 5. There are 4 W's in our life. Have you heard of WWW?
yeah, sir.
Yes,
What is
sir.
that?
World Wide Web.
Now here WWW. There are 4 W's here.
No? Oh, okay.
Work time. So, so morning school hours 9 to 4, and then homework that is your work. Then comes worship time. Okay, how many minutes you give in a day for worshipping? 5 minutes, 3 minutes,
5 or 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes. Yes, that is worship. But in work and worship time, there are 2 more W's, which are actually criminals. Any guess which is the next W? Bad W.
Laziness.
Waste time.
Waste time. And one more W is there. Any guess?
No, sir.
What is this?
Worry time.
Worry time.
Exactly. So you're doing your work in the office or you're doing your work in the school, but in the back of the mind, there is a worry. Arey, what will happen? Especially 10th standard students. Arey, will I get good marks? What will happen? What if the paper is easy? What if the paper is difficult? So much worry. And waste time. Means class is going on, teacher is saying something, but you're busy with your friend playing pen fight. You play pen fights?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
During my time also we had pen fights. Pen fights and that. What is that? Stone, paper, scissors.
Yes, sir.
But now we got odd leaves, sir. Odd leave, cricket, hand
Hand
cricket.
cricket.
Hand cricket. Yes, I remember playing hand cricket. So I'm not saying don't do this, but if teacher is explaining in the class, if Manish sir teaching something in the class and you are playing hand cricket or pen fight, then that is waste time. Correct?
Yeah, sir.
Because Manish sir is teaching something important, na? You wasted that. So remember. So what we should do here, of these 4 W's, which W should we increase?
Work.
Work
Work
time
time.
and worship.
Which 2 W we should reduce?
Waste and worry.
Waste time
Waste
and
time and worry
Ah.
time.
So how to do this? How to reduce waste and worry and increase worship and work time?
Work more.
Work more. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
if we work more, eventually we'll stop wasting time, no, sir.
But then the problem is in work, sometimes time waste comes. Like, for example, you're doing your work, you're doing your homework. Suddenly, mobile phone rings, some notification comes, some YouTube video comes. I'm sure most of you don't have phone right now. Anyone has phone, smartphone with you? Like your own smartphone?
No, sir.
Suppose.
Sort of.
Sorry?
Yes, I do. I'm using it for work.
Yes, of course. You should. That's very good. I'm also using smartphone, no doubt about it. But when I'm giving class or when I'm talking to you right now, suddenly my mobile notification comes. WhatsApp, new message from friend. YouTube, new video. Right. So that suddenly takes your attention. Arey, new video. Arey, new friend, new message. What is the message? So like that, distractions come and then we get. So although you may be doing a lot of work, like if you remember, have you seen the rocking chair?
Yes, sir.
There's a chair which people sit and keep going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, sir.
Or have you seen that horse again, like a rocking chair? It keeps moving back and forth.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me something. If I'm rocking on the chair for 1 hour, how many kilometers will I travel?
0.
0. Why?
Because
It's
it
just
doesn't
rocking
move.
back and
Yes.
forth. That's it.
It is just rocking back and forth. It is not going anywhere. The same is true with waste time also. When waste comes into work, you do a lot of work, but then you see back and check, I didn't do that much productive work. I did hard work, but it was not smart work. That's why whenever I am sitting for my studies or my whatever work, I go to mobile phone and say data off. I don't want internet right now. Let me do my work. Everything else can wait. If someone is really important, they will call me. I'm not going to check WhatsApp and this, that, and everything in between. So that's why it's very, very important. Now let me tell you an important, interesting story. Shall I? You want to hear a story?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there was one boy who had a lot of desires. He wanted to have a fantasy park of his own. He wanted to have a chocolate factory. He wanted to have his own Hollywood, and he wanted to have his own Iron Man suit. He wanted to have his own Captain America shield. He wanted to have time traveling machine. So one day he heard that in the village, in his city, in Bangalore, there is a new sadhu, one saintly man who has come. So he goes to the saintly man and tells him, my dear Sadhuji, I have a lot of desires, but can you please help me fulfill the desires? The sadhu says, okay, I have one genie with me. All of you know genie, na? Aladdin's genie.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I have a genie with me. This genie can fulfill whatever desire you want. Anything and everything he'll give you. The boy said, Arey, wow, this is great. But then the sadhu said, see, one important thing. If you keep him idle, if you don't give him a work, the genie will come and kill you. The boy said, Arey, baapre, genie will come and kill me. He was shocked. But then the boy thought, anyway, I have so many desires. Genie will be busy for his whole life. No problem. He said, no problem, Guruji. You give me, I will engage him. I'll keep him work busy for whole life. I have so many desires. Sadhu said, okay, take. So now he took the genie to home, and genie said, Hukum mere Aka. What do you want me to do? So I said, I want brand new Mercedes Benz. Go and build it for me. And he sat on the chair. The genie went. He thought, okay, at least he will take 4 or 5 days. Within 15 minutes, the genie came. Chavi, BMW is yours. Mercedes Benz is yours. The boy was like, wow, so fast. He said, okay. Again, the genie said, Kya hukum mere Aka? And the boy was like, okay, I want my own GRS fantasy park, GRS water park, SL World. Build it for me, huge. And the genie went. Now the boy was like, definitely this genie will take at least 10-15 months. Such a big water park here to build and everything. And he was peacefully sitting in his car and he's checking out new car. Oh, nice, very nice. This tire, that tire. And suddenly genie came back after 15 minutes. He said, "Ye lijiye aapka GRS fantasy park." And the boy was scared. Arey baapre. I thought it will take 1 year, and this person in 15 minutes made the park. And the genie was like, Hukum mere Aka. And the boy was like, okay. Now the boy was getting nervous. Okay. Because what happens if he doesn't give anything to do to the genie?
He'll kill him.
He dies.
So the boy was like, okay, I want to build a huge palace for myself. Bigger palace than Vidhan Sauda. Have you seen Vidhan Sauda, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
How big it is, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
He said, I want 10 times bigger than Vidhan Sauda. I want my palace. Build it for me. He said, okay. He went. He said, okay, chalo. Vidhan Sauda is so huge, it took many years to build. And 10 times bigger means at least it will take 10-15 years to build. He's busy. He was enjoying his fantasy park. Suddenly, genie comes back in 15 minutes. Take your palace. And the boy got scared now. Oh, now what to do? So now the genie is asking the boy, Hukum mere Aka. And the boy is scared to ask, what else I wanted? I had so many desires. I'm not able to remember. Hukum mere Aka. The genie is asking. And the boy is now scared. He's not able to think. Now the genie is even more angry. Hukum mere Aka. Tell me what you want. Otherwise I'll kill you. The boy starts running. and the genie takes a big sword and runs behind him. After running a lot of places, finally the boy comes and falls at the feet of the sadhu and says, "Please save me from this demon. He's wanting to kill me." That time the sadhu said, "See, I told you, if you keep him busy, he will not harm you. If you keep him free, he will come to kill you." But the boy said, "Arey, you told me that he's fulfilling my desire so fast. It's so powerful. Please help me." Then sadhu says, "Arey, Beukoof, when you have any desires, you go and tell him to fulfill. When he comes back and you don't have any other desires, keep a ladder on the wall, tell the genie, go up, come down, go up, come down." That is also work, na? Correct? Agree, all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this makes sense?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Keep the genie busy, go up, come down, go up, come down. And whenever you have something, call the genie. Acha, get me this, get me that. Okay, came back, now go up, come down, go up, come down. Make sense?
Yeah.
So our mind is like that genie. Extremely powerful, very, very powerful. Right? But if you keep the mind idle, idle mind is devil's workshop. Have you heard this?
Yes.
Yes.
So today the idle mind is devil shopping complex. So much is there for the mind to do if you don't give the work to it. So whenever you have something powerful to do, some work to do, use your mind. Whenever you don't have any work to do, you're tired, you're taking a break, then you can actually do meditation. Mantra meditation. I think Manish sir might have told you about mantra meditation, chanting of Hare Krishna.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're actually keeping your mind busy. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And whenever you're not chanting, you're doing some work. So mind is working on your doing your task, calculation, learning maths, social science, whatever your subjects you are learning. So by doing this, you can decrease. If you don't do this, if you don't keep your mind busy, then mind will naturally increase your waste and worry time. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us summarize what we discussed today. First lesson is you cannot manage time. Time manages you.
Yeah.
What example I give you?
Beach.
Beach example, tides. If you're standing on the coast, then the beach water comes and hits you. But if you're standing inside the water, then you surf with the water. Know the value of your time. Right? I showed you one quote, right? One shloka from someone. Who was it?
Chanakya, sir.
What he said, even one moment cannot be bought by all the wealth in the world.
Yes.
Then came time management tips. First is measure before you manage. Second tip.
What is this? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail.
Third tip.
Third tip is
Be kind to yourself.
be kind to yourself.
Balance your studies and your play. Next.
Play.
Time
blocking.
Last one.
And
www.
Yes.
Work, worship, being greater than worry and waste.
And that brings us to the end of the presentation. So thank you very much for your valuable time. See, the session was from 7 to 8:15, correct?
Yes, sir.
So early by 5 minutes.
So 5 minutes I'm giving you back because your time is valuable. I'm giving you back your 5 minutes. So if you have any questions, now is the right time to ask. Anybody has any questions?
No, sir.
So if you have no question, that means either of the two things. Either you understood everything or you understood nothing. So tell me, which is the two? First one or second one? You understood everything or you understood nothing?
First one, sir.
I think the first one. Almost the first one.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sir,
very happy to. Yeah.
I have a question.
Who's
It's Ragini.
Ragini. Yes, tell me.
Sir, I'm in grade 12 and I'm preparing for my grade 12, my UCT entrance exam.
Okay.
And I'm also trying to balance my spiritual practice like chanting. So can you please give some tips on how I can manage all these three? Sometimes I procrastinate on my chanting or maybe my studies. Sometimes it happens like that, but I do try my best. So can you please give some tips?
Yeah. See, one thing you have to understand. What was your name again? Ragini, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in 12th standard.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ragini, for coming for this session. 12th is even more valuable compared to 10th standard, and you gave your 1 hour for this session. Thank you very much. Now, see one thing. When you talk about managing time, it is not like walking on the road. All of you walk on the road, right? Walk on the road, walk on the ground. Have you ever seen a person walking on a rope?
Yes.
How does he walk? Does he walk carelessly, just like that?
Oh, he walks very carefully.
And he's holding something in his hand, right? To balance.
A balance stick, even out the momentum.
So sometimes he's bending to one extreme, sometimes he's bending to another extreme, but he's still walking on the rope. Similarly, Ragini, managing time is very, very similar to walking on the rope. See, right now, apart from Ragini, everyone else, 8th, 9th, 7th standard students, for you, managing time is like walking on the road because parents have given you that road, parents and teachers. Whereas in case of Ragini, the responsibilities are so many: entrance exams, board exams, and daily having bath, having food, daily routine activities. On top of that, meditation also. And so many peer pressure. Friends will come and tell so many things, and fear about the future, confusion. Should I go into engineering or medical or CA or commerce, or which one to go for? So with all of this, it is like literally walking on the rope, right? So you, whatever plans you make, it will have challenges. It is not going to be easy. There will be so many things that will come and distract you, disturb you. Worry time, waste time is going to creep in. So your job is to make sure that as much as possible, you stick to your plan. That's the first thing. Second thing is, if you can repeat an activity, if you can fix a particular time for an activity and keep doing it every day for 66 days. Ragini, when is your entrance exams and final exams?
My entrance exam will be around 22nd Jan, and 15th Feb would be my board exam.
Okay, so almost you have that much time only right now. Almost 2 months is what you have. 66 days, 60 days means 2 months. Anything that you do for 66 days becomes part of your life. You don't have to struggle after. So if you can actually keep your meditation, chanting part in the early morning. I don't know how much time you're spending on meditation right now, half an hour, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you are spending. Try to spend it in the early morning time before you start your work, right? And also it is suggested that if possible, try to sleep early and wake up early, because according to scientific study, 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock is a time where you get double the effect of sleeping. If you, that is 3 hours, right? 9 to 12. If you sleep at 9 to 12, you get actually the benefit of sleeping for 6 hours. 12 to 3, if you sleep, you get benefit of sleeping for 3 hours. After 3, as many number of hours you sleep, you get only half the benefit. So if 3 to 9 I slept, morning 3 to morning 9, then actually 6 hours, but my benefit is only 3 hours. That's why whole day goes sleepy and drowsy, don't feel like doing anything, angry, irritated, because of that. So try to sleep early, at least next 2 months, because it's very crucial for you. Your mind has to be working in a very optimal way. So try to manage your sleep cycle nicely. Try to fix a particular activity for a particular time. Okay. For example, morning 6 o'clock to 6:15 meditation. That has to happen. That will happen for next 2 months. That is fixed, no matter what happens. Similarly, evening time, say 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock or 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Biology, I'll study biology. 15 minutes break. 6:15. I told you, if you don't give break, if you don't balance, be kind to yourself. You'll get frustrated. 15 minutes break. Change your place of study. I used to go to terrace. When I used to study for 12th standard, I remember physics and biology. I study in terrace for 2 hours. Okay, the sun has set. I can't see anything. Come back to my room and study there. So change your place and time, but make sure it is fixed. Time has to be fixed for every subject, for every activity, and keep. Ragini, do you have a phone with you?
Only my mother's phone. I don't have my own.
Okay. So now when you have your phone, when was the last time you bought, when was the phone bought?
I don't know. maybe 2, maybe 1 year has gone by. I think
Okay.
so.
1.5 years back. Now I know
Okay.
friends of mine who change phone every 3 months.
Oh no,
like
we're
that.
not like that.
So he's like that. My friend is like that. So now I'm also not like that. So what I do, I don't change my phone. I change the cover of my phone. Right. I change the settings of my phone. I change the theme of my phone. So I also feel like it's a new phone. Right. So similarly, you don't try to change too much in your life, but make small changes. Like rather than sitting in the same place and studying every day, you have 2-3 places. Okay. For morning I study here, afternoon I study here, evening I study here. Right. So in some subjects you may write and study, some you may read and study. So like that, try to bring variety in your studies. Don't make studies a boring activity. See, anything that is boring, your mind will want to stay away from it. You said procrastination, right? You postpone.
Yeah, sometimes. Like,
If I give you
it does
chocolate,
happen
if I give you a chocolate, will your mind postpone or eat immediately?
immediately.
Why?
Well, it's tempting for the person that would like to taste.
Exactly, it's tasty. You like to eat it. But if I give you Karela, agalkai, na? What they call it in Kannada? Bitter gourd. So you like bitter gourd, Ragini?
Bitter gourd curry is nice.
Okay. Okay, I don't like it so much. It's a little bitter in taste. So I would postpone it. Okay, I'll eat afterwards. So if you have made your life interesting to your mind with small changes, then you'll never postpone. So if you're postponing something, please check, is that activity boring to you? How can you make it interesting? Okay.
Yes.
So I told you 2-3 things. First is understand that making a plan is not like walking on the road. It's like walking on the rope. It's very dynamic. A lot of challenges will come. Secondly, try to fix certain activity in certain part of the day. Early morning for meditation. Then evening I'll study this. Afternoon I'll study this. And how I'm going to study, where I'm going to study. You have all those. See, as long as you don't waste time, your parents also won't mind if you're doing some adjustments. Right? If you say, I'm going to my friend's room for study, friend's house for study, but parents will say you will simply waste chit chat and waste time. Right? So if your parents are confident that you'll study in a friend's home or in terrace or wherever, then they'll allow you freedom also, no problem. Okay, so make small adjustments, small changes by which your mind will perceive that, wow, I like the way I'm living. Right now, your mind may be thinking, when will this exam get over? I just want freedom. Look at my friends, look at my brothers, sisters. They're enjoying so much and I'm struggling here. I just want to get over with this. That means you have not made your life interesting. So make your life interesting by making small changes. Is that okay? Does that answer your question, Ragini?
Yes. Thank you so much for those tips. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anybody else? We are already.
Sir, I have a small doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, why should we spend separate time for worship, sir? Because work is worship, no, sir?
Yeah. See, work is worship. But the question is whose worship? See, when a person is doing a work, it is not just about that work he is doing, but the quality of the work. Right? Like for example, if you go to hotel, you go to restaurant sometimes with your family?
Yes, sometimes.
Yeah. So who cooks in the restaurant? Your mother or chef?
The chefs.
Do you know the chef?
No, sir.
Does he know you?
No, sir.
Why is he cooking for you?
To fulfill his duty, sir.
He gets money, he gets salary.
Yes.
In home, who cooks?
Mother, sir.
So how does she cook? With so much love and affection?
Yes.
Right? So if you go to a hotel and say, if you go to hotel, sit on the table and then suddenly get up and say, oh, I am busy, I have to go, and you leave. Will the chef stop you?
No, sir.
No, you go. My wish. Who are you to stop me? If you go home, sit on a dinner table, mother has brought the food for you, and suddenly you say, Hurry, I have this homework to do. I am going. I have to go for this particular meeting my friend. Will mother allow you to go?
No, sir.
No, she will tell, eat this and go. It's okay. That will wait. That is why, because there is love there. So, because your mother and you have that affection, that activity which your mother does of cooking has so much love in it. Because chef and you don't know each other, he's cooking, he's doing, I'm not saying he's doing bad work, but he doesn't have affection for you. Similarly, when you are actually working, you're offering the result. See, every work has a result, right?
Yes.
Studies, what is the result of studies? Marks.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm doing my job. What is the result? I'm getting salary.
Yes.
So whatever results you are getting, you're offering it to your the God you're worshipping.
Yes, sir.
So before you do the work, you are taking permission from God, saying that please give me strength to do this work in a nice way.
Yes, sir.
Right? You can write an exam in a good way. You can write an exam in a bad way. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So by worshipping, we actually ask God, whichever God you're worshipping, that please give me strength so that I can do this activity nicely, so that you can be happy.
Yes, sir.
That is why we have to worship before we do any work.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anything else? Manish sir, I'm from my side, I'm clear. You let me know when should I stop. Questions are coming continuously. Manish sir is here?
Yes, yes.
Let me know, sir, when should I stop or should I continue? I'm free.
Anyone has any more doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So then in that case, let me not take much of your time. It's very valuable. So I'd like to thank Manish sir for giving me this opportunity. I personally, as I told you, I stayed with him for 3 years as a flatmate, and it was an amazing experience staying with him. And to this day, generally, most of the school, college friends, we lose touch because we are busy with so many things. But Manish sir has always been kind. He always keeps calling me, sending me messages. But sometimes I'm busy here, so I don't get time to talk to him much. But few days back, the last week, he sent me a message. Would you like to take a session on time management? So I thought, yeah, it's a good opportunity to talk to Manish sir also. And of course, I was so happy to talk to all of you all. I remembered my school days and my college days as I was in my 12th and 11th standard. So thank you very much. All the very best. So first thing I want you to do after the session is over is go to your parents and tell them thank you.
I have
Okay.
a doubt.
Sorry?
So I have a doubt.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to
Doubt,
hear that.
doubt,
He has a doubt. Oh, he has a doubt. Yes, tell me.
Diya.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
actually, sometimes while studying in a day, if I have to cover up these many subjects, I won't be able to do one or the other subject out of it. Like 3 subject means maybe one subject of it would be left out, or things would be postponed. So in that case, like time management won't be possible. So how can we do?
Okay. So there are 2 ways here. See, there are some people who feel discouraged when they don't achieve their target. Okay. There are some people who feel happy that I was so busy that I did so many things. I achieved 1, 2, 3, 4, but 5th one I could not achieve. But it's okay. I'll achieve it tomorrow. So which category do you believe? Do you belong to the first category or second category?
So second.
So then no problem. Even if you cannot achieve everything, even if 1 or 2 things are getting postponed, it is okay. There is no problem with that. Like when you go to gym, have you seen gym?
Yes, sir.
So when people go to gym, first time you lift 5 kg, what happens? You become happy. 5 kg weight. It hurts. The hand starts paining because you never lifted so much continuously 5 kg. Right. But after 4-5 days, when you go, you can easily lift 5 kg because now you are used to it. You are practiced. Similarly, if we are doing work, if say, for example, you can do only 1 subject in 1 day, comfortably, peacefully, but it's good. But if you try to do 3 in a day, then you may end up doing 2 subjects. 1 subject is remaining, but better than 1 subject. You understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You can do only 1 subject. You take only 1 subject. Good. But you take 3 subjects, and now rather than 1 subject, you're covering 2 subjects in a day. So you may feel, a 3rd one I could not finish, but it's okay. You are doing 2 now. You're doing 1 before. Right. That's why it's very, very important that you always challenge your limits. Okay, I was able to do 2. I'm trying to do 3 now. I'm not able to do fully 3, but I'll try. When you can do 3, then you take 4, then 5. So you actually stretch your muscles and become very strong. You can achieve big in life. Okay, so don't worry. Just because you could not achieve your target of a particular subject doesn't mean that you're a failure. That means you are increasing your strength. So keep achieving, keeping higher and higher targets and try to achieve. But very important, you should never be discouraged. Right? You should never feel, what is the use of time management? I cannot manage time only. Forget all of this. That should not happen. Is it okay, Diya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So I think we have one more hand raised here.
Sir, hello, sir. I'm Jeevan, sir, from C2IPL Sri Chaitanya Jayanagar branch.
Yes, Jeevan, tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, I usually had a problem, sir. Like, as you told, time management and then like no discouragement. I follow all this, sir. Like, I manage my time. I don't get discouraged. I achieve my goals, sir. But my problem is after achieving the goal, overconfidence ruins me, sir. Like, once I achieve and then I feel achieved and then I get overconfident, full high, and then next. But I thought, okay, fine, just like be cool, and then next exam you will get good. But it's not that simple as I thought, sir. So trying for this. I don't know what to do, but I just wanted to ask a sir.
See, that's why it's very important that one group of people say that I cannot achieve only, other group and they become depressed. Other extreme is achieve something and then become proud and then lose whatever you got.
Yes, sir. No consistency, sir. Like that.
Consistency is very important. That's why, that's the reason I was saying Ragini, right? That applies to you also, right? If you are if you're doing some activity to achieve a goal, then what happens? If the goal is very far, your mind says, "Arey, forget it." Like, have you tried running?
Yes, sir.
Right? If you're running, say, 10 meters.
10 meters is easy, sir.
Yes, sir. 10 meters is easy.
Very easy. 100 meters?
Little, but we can try, sir.
I can manage. 500 meters?
That's the question, sir.
Difficult. 1 kilometer?
But it is very difficult.
Difficult, sir.
10 kilometer?
No.
Lot.
You will see the distance only and sit down. Okay, thank you very much. I don't want to try this. Right. So what you should do is whatever far goal you have, you break it into small pieces. Okay. Say yes. I have to, for example, in next 1 hour, I have to run 10 kilometers.
Yes.
Okay. That means in 15 minutes, I have to run 2.5 kilometers.
Correct, sir.
In 5 minutes, so 2.5 divided by 3, 800 meters I have to run in 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Right? 800 divided by 5 is 40.
40.
So in every 1 minute, I should cover 40 meters.
40 meters.
So you only told me 40 meters is something manageable.
It's easy manageable.
So like that, you focus on every minute running 40, 40, 40, 40. So right now I have to focus on 40 minutes only, 40 meters, not 10 kilometers. Next 1 minute, just focus on 40 meters. Once you reach that, then next minute, what you should focus on? 10 kilometers?
No, sir. Another 40
minutes. Exactly. Once you reach the third minute, another 40, another 40, another 40. So by this, your enthusiasm and consistency will remain. If you focus on only the end goal, then 1 or 2 days you will do, then you will give up.
Yes, sir. Correct. That happens, sir.
So like that, if you have to get, say, for example, I'm just taking example here. Suppose you're getting 60 marks right now. Your dream is to get how much marks?
100.
100. Okay. 40 marks is the gap. If from this test to next test you have to jump 40 marks, it's not possible. It's very difficult.
Quite tough.
So then what do you do? Okay, I have 10 tests coming from this to final exam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and 40 marks is the gap. So in every test, if I can get 4 marks more.
In the 10th test, I'll get 40 marks.
100, you'll get 100.
Correct, sir.
So now tell me something, which is more easy, from 60 to 100 or 60 to 64?
60 to 64.
Exactly. Once you reach 64, you should not say, "Chalo, my goal is achieved." Is the goal achieved?
No, sir.
Next goal is?
68.
Next after that?
72.
After that?
76.
So like that, when you keep bigger goal into small pieces, your mind will be inspired. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this, like that.
Okay, sir.
Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
All the best for
Thank you,
this
sir.
pursuit. Anyone else? Anything else? Okay, I think we are already short the time by 15 minutes. Thank you very much, students. Talking to you, actually, I'm inspiring myself because these things are very easy to speak. I've been speaking also, but very difficult to live on a daily basis. So talking to you, even I'm getting inspiration to divide my tasks into small pieces and approach them accordingly. So I don't know how much I was able to add value to your time, but definitely sitting here and talking to you and hearing you, I was getting a lot of inspiration. I have a lot of inspiration now to again manage my time better. I would also like to thank Manish sir for giving me this opportunity, and I look forward in future to interact with you also again. Thank you very much, sir. I'm done.
Yeah, thank you very much, Upendra sir, for giving your valuable time. It was a weekday. Thursday, usually weekdays, if you want some doctor to come and talk to you, it is very difficult, right? Like that, Upendra sir is a working professional and really it's difficult to give time, but he has given time to all of us. I thank from the bottom of my heart for this. So you have wonderfully managed time. Within 1 hour, you conveyed most of the information. Actually, these classes, the main inspiration behind these value education classes is Upendra sir, because he has been with me since 2011, and many difficult situations he had been he had been behind me to help me out and give me guidance at right time and at right place. So really appreciate also Upendra sir, many other things to tell. He knows all the 700 slokas of Bhagavad Gita by heart, memorized. And he is a very good listener. He is a very good teacher, preacher, and very good time manager. His time starts right from early morning, 4 a.m. Waking up 4 a.m. He is the right person to speak on this topic because he has been doing it from a long period of time. It is said, no, only who does time management properly can speak on this topic. So maybe I was not a perfect candidate to talk on this topic. So I chose Upendra sir, who is the right person to speak on this topic. I request you to give your time to the students in future classes also. So please accept. Humbly, I am asking you this proposal. So please give your time, some more time for these students, so that we together we can help the students to do something better. Also, there is some announcement. Good news for all of you. There is our YouTube sensation, Amog Leela Prabhu, he is coming to Bangalore. If you, Upendra sir, can you give me host permission? Okay, I will reclaim the hosting. Okay, it's done. Yeah. So Amog Leela Prabhu is coming. Upendra sir, Nan Pro, Bangalore में आ रहे हैं प्रभु जी. So
actually, I prepared the permission letter yesterday with Prashant for approaching schools and making announcements.
Which
very great news? Prashant Prabhu Temple.
Oh, okay. So if you type Amog Leela Prabhu in YouTube, you will get many of his lectures. If you see lectures, My Ashraya, he gives many lectures on, he gives basic motivation. He has 1.51 million subscribers on YouTube in his channel by name My Ashraya. So he is coming to Bangalore. He will be directly talking to all the students, youths of 15 to 30 age group. All of you also can make it to that. Even if your age is 13 or 14, no problem. So I will send you all details in our value education group. It is on 25th November. It will be near RNSIT college. If you are not able to attend that, another lecture will be on 26th November at ISKCON Sheshadripuram in Bangalore. So timings and all, I will share it with all of you. So make sure you all can attend it and get inspired by his talk. He will be giving many talks on many wonderful topics. So thank you all once again for giving your valuable time. Soon I will be planning some more sessions on similar topics, and hope to see you all again, and with same enthusiasm all of you join. Okay, so thank you. Good night. Have a wonderful Friday tomorrow. It's a holiday. Relax and give proper time management. Give proper justice to yourself. So thank you. Good night. We'll meet you again. Thank you, students. Thank you, Upendra sir, for giving your time.